Hello, students. I'm now trying to present a detailed summary of Neeraj Chaudhary's essay, Money and the Englishman. So, actually, this is lecture 2. We'll move into the summary now. And in this essay, author says that he was surprised, the author Neeraj Chaudhary was surprised to see the Indians' religious observance or connections in everything, even in technological ventures, and he was shocked to see this connection between technological venture and god. And he cites an example, and the example is, he says, when the great dam at Bagra was formally opened, there he could see Vedic rites were performed to ensure its success. So it shows, this instance shows how much we were connected, we are connected with religion. And the author says he failed to get any such clues to the devotion of money from Englishmen. And in our country or in our society, money making is regarded as an occupation with pride by every individual. But to the Englishman, it is prudish. And the writer was impressed by the Englishman's attitude of paying their dues, properly and regularly. But if you see in India, here the willingness to pay decreases as the capacity to pay increases. So when you get more money, you are elected to clear or pay the debts. And he makes an important discovery in England, and he was shocked or he was astonished by that. And that is the dealings in bank, because dealings in bank, it was there, it was very smooth, and he was shocked to see that dealings. And he gives an example. Here gives an incident, and he says once when he presented his first check in England, the clerk at the bank looked at the check, and immediately she pulled out a drawer and handed him the money. And he was shocked by this attitude, and he asked the clerk how did she give money without checking his signature or balance, like how much amount he had in his account. Nothing was checked, and he was shocked, he was surprised. And when he asked the clerk replied that they never do such things in their country. So he was shocked by that incident. And next, the writer shares his experience with BBC. And once, that is when he reached London the first time, his BBC friend, he gave him some money from his pocket. And he was surprised by two things. The writer says he was surprised by two things. First is the accounts department of BBC had trusted him with cash. This is the first thing. And the second was he was paid the money without any formality. Like, here if they have to pay money in advance, we have to sign in many documents. But there they didn't have any such formality. So he was paid money without any formality. And he was paid in advance when he worked at BBC, and he was even permitted to leave England without any guarantee. And even he felt ashamed, because he could not submit his script within the stipulated time. And again shares, the author shares his experience at shops, and he was astonished to see that the shops, they were not money minded. The people working at the shops or the owner of the shop are not money minded. And he gives an example. Once, while he was doing shopping, he bought some silver, and he did not have enough ready money with him to pay that. And so he gave a check and requested the shop owner to send the articles to his London address. But when it had been, when the check had been cashed, but what happened, when he gave the check, they gave the items that he bought then and there. So he did not have any difficulty in purchasing things, because he had been told by his friends that shops in London will not accept checks from unknown customers. He thought that his check will not be accepted, but he was shocked